Icon governor issue. Here's our icon. Helicopter's powered up. We have Savic servos. Here's my throttle. We can get in here and get some focus going on. The throttle is moving the correct way. You can see the barrel sliding out. There's closed. There's open. So our throttle's going the right way. Now on our icon here, we go to our calibration screen. We're showing 100% full open. Try aileron. That one's showing 1% off, which seems to, I can have it at 100, and then the next time I go in it'll be just off by 1 or 2, it looks like, each time. Pitch, throttle. Now we want flight modes. There's 2, there's 3. Now that appears to be correct. When we go to our bank switching screen, we can check governor, switch. We're seeing them go to 2 and 3. Now when I go back to the governor screen, what is odd, and it's probably hard to tell in this one, we see our flight modes change. We flip our switches, they change where we want them to. Now, I have it enabled in mode 2, but I don't get a governor engaged check mark. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Hold still. There it goes. Now, if we stay there and we move our fan magnet around, there's the checkbox for the magnet detected, but I don't get a checkbox for governor engaged. And we're going to throw the starter on here real quick. We're seeing RPMs, and we're showing that we should be in idle up 2, but we don't have a governor engaged. So even if we switch to the other mode, I still get the same. I get it, and if I reach in here and spin this around again, make sure we're magnets checked, there's our magnet checkbox comes on. So it appears to be calibrated correctly. Now we can go, they suggest here, to reverse that throttle. Servos. So here's our servo 1, which is our throttle. No, sorry. It's in here. There it is. Throttle min and max. So we can come over here, and if we look at this, flip out of our flight mode. So we're in normal mode, so that we get a 0 to 100 travel on our throttle channel. And then I've adjusted these sliders multiple times, and they still come back to about the same numbers. I'll stick my mouse on there and I'll go back over, and we can see if I increase that or move it with the slider, it's moving. So I got my trim set to the bottom. I'm going to bring this on this side just to where the servo makes a little noise. Back it off 2 points, and nice and quiet. The barrel's shut. We're going to go to the high side. We'll go ahead and do that same thing on the other slider. Okay, so our servo's at full throw. It's not overthrowing. The servo's nice and quiet. Closed, open, idle up 1, And see, there was a little delay before it took it to that position. There it goes. To me, that appears that as long as I flip that switch, see, there's that slow transition. Zinc. That appears to be governor active, because you see it kind of slowly or increasing that throttle. So we go back to watch those fancy check boxes they have that tells you whether it's working. And I can see it on the screen, it's switching. But governor engaged still never lights up. And so there's full throttle closed. Flip it in the next mode. There went out to, I'm assuming maybe just where the throttle's set for the throttle curve or flat line. There it goes. But as soon as you switch it in flight, it just goes back to idle, which acts like because governor engaged isn't working. I'm going to go back, double check that flight mode. It did stay active. I'm going to go ahead and just power cycle everything just to show. And our lights are showing. That's the other thing, I guess, just real quick before we shut her off. So there's my normal mode, single flash. There's mode 2. You can see that throttle even kick out there maybe. So there's shut all the way down, full trim down. Idle up 1, mode 2, mode 3, 1, 2, 3. Everything appears to be switching correctly. Everything's moving the correct direction. Now if I reverse that servo, I get the opposite on this. It starts here and goes this way, which is closed. So I don't think it's in the reversing. So we made sure those lights work. We're going to go ahead and do a quick power cycle here and show you the power goes off. This software is going to say that the icon is offline. There it is. We shut our transmitter off. Transmitter back on. Helicopter back on. And our software is back to happy. We'll go back and double check that our boxes stayed checked. Those have stayed checked. Governor screen. We're still seeing magnet detected. Idle up 1, idle up 2, but still yet no governor engaged. So that's about where I'm at with the poor little NX4. It flies really good with just a regular pitch curve, leaving those governor boxes unchecked. It flies like a dream.